good side. Right. Okay, so when you're doing hip bump sweep, right? If I'm on my elbow, yeah, holding here, the likelihood it's going to work is really low. Yeah, because he's got 4 points on the ground. Yeah, okay. So there's two things you can do. One, when I'm here, he sits back. I'm up on my hand. Yeah, right. This is where the two are different, right? So when I'm up on my hand, I'm holding the elbow. Yeah, here. Now, if he has cuffs, yeah, then you don't need to hold the elbow because you have control of the hand, right? So now I can do it from my elbow, yeah, because it doesn't matter how much weight he puts on that hand. I have control of it. Yeah, right? So if you're on your elbow, you've only got one. You're going to have to use the cuff. You're not sitting on your elbow holding the elbow. Yeah, right? His hips are too high, his body is too high at this point. Yeah, and his hands on the floor, which is his main balance point. If I have his cuff, so for example, when we're training here and we're doing gi training, right? I like it like this a lot. So I already have it. I do everything with a cross grip here. Right? Okay. So I pull, he pulls back, elbow. Elbow. Yeah. Right? So that he doesn't suck this down and make a frame out of it. I get here and start pushing it straight. So he has to put it behind his head. Yeah. All right. So if you're on your elbow, you have to use the cuff. If you're up on your hand, use the elbow. Yeah, right? So if you're in a gi tournament, for example, then living off the cuff like this is awesome because it's easy to get across here. Yeah, when I pull across, he pulls back. I have my sweep. He starts pushing back in. Yeah. Yeah. So I live off this cuff. Yeah. Right. There's so many things you can do. Here, wrist lock. Right? Heaps of stuff. Pull it across here. Arm lock. Yeah? Living off this is awesome. Leans when we come up here. Heaps of things. Just having to hold control of this cuff. Yeah? But if he's trying to hit you, I wouldn't be holding on to this. I'd be sitting up here getting away from the guy. Because when I'm here, he can't hit me at all. Yeah, but you see he's starting to reach for the elbow, right? So right hand reach. Sometimes they'll use both hands to collapse that, or don't let it go behind your back, but that can happen, yeah? All right, so be very aware that when you're doing hip bump sweep, if you're up on your hand, then your hand, your elbow is going to be a big target for his right hand here like this, yeah? Right, so don't sit here very long, yeah? Yeah, so here. Hips back, because as soon as he goes to touch it, I stretch back. Because see his head just, as he reached, his head went forward. So then my arm can go around the head like this. Yeah. Crappy when there's a gi. I don't like guillotines at all when there's gis, right? Because there's just too much here, it's going to get bunched up, you don't get a good fit. But no gi is really good. And this here all works really well. Like you guys know, like it's an afterthought for me that there's a cuff, yeah, right? Is that you should be able to fight, like whether it's no rules, whether it's like no gi, it should all be very, very similar, right? Okay, so get in the habit. All the stuff here is like super basic stuff. None of it requires a gi at all. None of it, yeah, right? But if you've got a gi on, you're playing in the gym and stuff like that, training towards a comp, living off cross grip, cuff grip is awesome. It's really, really super good. It's really versatile. You can really mess with the person because it doesn't matter if they posture, doesn't matter. You've still got the arm here, yeah? You've got heaps. You just move yourself out of the way. You start getting towards the back, climbing on their back. They don't like that, so they start trying to push you flat on the ground. As soon as he starts pushing you, there's the basic sweep again. Yeah, right? So once you get a good position, and especially when you're a guard player, if you like going to the back and stuff, it's his elbows that are stopping me going behind him. Yeah? So once I get an elbow across, now I can get to his back. As soon as I'm behind an elbow, it's all good. Yeah? There's lots of stuff you can do. Turn around a little bit. Right, I like getting up here like this. I like sitting like this a lot. 3/4 back mount. Because when I'm here, I bait the I'm just doing this to show you guys a little bit about what I do. Right? So I like going to the back. I reach around here. When he tries to stop my hand, up. So keep it bent. Yeah, like that. Super easy. If he does straighten it, you got the arm bar there. If he pulls it in, I'm still on his back here like this. Starts leaning on me. Start doing the sweep, and you back up again. So once you get an advantage on person, just like if you were boxing and got around the corner, there's so many options. Yeah. The great thing when we're grappling is, because of the close body contact, it's very hard for him to reorientate himself. If we're striking and I turn the corner, I duck under a punch and make an angle, because I'm not connected to him, he can turn and face me. But on the mat, once you have that angle, you can keep the angle. Yeah, right? You can just keep working towards the back. If he pushes in, you get resistance, you use the resistance to help yourself. You don't have to fight everything. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. Have a little play.